Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to do the color wheel project. So first, figure out which template you want to use. So you can go ahead on Schoology, scroll through, just take a look at the examples that are there. And then, so if I like this one says template number 1. This one says template number 4. So you're going to go ahead and look through them, and then you're going to scroll down and download the templates that you would like to try. All right, and I'll just give you a little preview of them here. So this is template 1, template 2, template 3, template 4, template 5, template 6, and then template 7. Template 7 is a little bit more challenging. You're going to need 12 images for that. All the other templates, you'll only need 6. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I will just download, how about this one, template number, or here, I will do this diagonal one, template number 6. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll to the bottom and download that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on template number 6 to download that, and I can see that it has downloaded. Great, and I'm going to go ahead and just open it up in Photoshop. So I'm going to say File, Open. All right, and there it is in my downloads, template number 6. Okay, so what am I looking at here? Make sure that you can see your layers. So over here, I can see that there's some layers here. I locked the layers so you don't accidentally move anything around or delete them, but you can turn them on and off to figure out which layer. I also labeled them to try and make it easy for you. So I'm going to go ahead and just start. Maybe I recommend, if you're pretty new to Photoshop, just start kind of with your bottom layer and fill in. So what we have here is each image is going to go on a different layer, and I'm going to use what's called a clipping mask to basically insert my image into this space. So I'm going to I'll start with yellow. I'll go ahead and find my yellow photo. So File, Open, figure out wherever you have your stuff saved. All right, and what did I have for my yellow image? Here we go. I'll go ahead and grab this, open. Okay, hopefully you've done any cropping or color correcting if you need, but let's just say I wanted to maybe brighten this up. I could go ahead and brighten that up, give a little bit more contrast, and then make sure that I save that as a JPEG and reopen it, or I need to right click and flatten my image. Okay, so if you've made any changes and you have a bunch of layers, just flatten your image for this project. Okay, now I'm ready to go ahead and put this in. So I need to first select everything. So I'm going to say select all. The keyboard shortcut is Control A. And then I'm going to copy, edit, copy, and Control C is the keyboard shortcut for that. And then I'm going to go back to my template and I'm going to hit paste. Control V is paste. You'll notice that because I was on the yellow layer, when I pasted it went directly above. Let's say it went somewhere else. I want to drag it in my layer stack so it is directly above the yellow layer. Okay, it needs to be above it. Okay, now I'm going to zoom out, Control minus, and I can see that my image is a lot bigger. I'm going to go ahead and shrink this down. Okay, and then for this one, it doesn't seem to make much of a difference, but I do need to right click and say create clipping mask. And that's going to basically insert my image into this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do my green now. And again, if you're not sure which layer, you can always do your eyeball on and off. So I'm going to go ahead and find one of my green pictures, open. All right, here's one of my green images, and I've already done my editing and my cropping. So I'm ready to just select all. So Control A or select all. Okay, then I'm going to edit copy, Control C. I'm going to go back over here. Actually don't need my yellow anymore, so I'm going to close that. Close it. Oh, it's asking me. I want to save it. No. All right, and then I'm going to paste this in. Okay, and again, if I had pasted this here, you could see I need to be right down here, but it's kind of covering part of this yellow as well. Why is that? Well, I need to use my clipping mask. So let me go ahead and scale this down. Okay, and then I'm going to right click, create clipping mask. Okay, and that's just going to insert my image into that little shape. And I can continue to Control T, move this around. Maybe I want to get some more of this picture in here. And I'm happy with that. All right, if you did not use a clipping mask, I'll show you if I release it, you can see that it would be bleeding onto the yellow picture, which doesn't look good. So again, I just need to right click, create clipping mask. All right, let me go ahead onto my red. Okay, file open. I'll find my red image. Here we go. Actually, I'll use a different one. Okay, and Control A to select all, Control C to copy, and Control V to paste. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and immediately right-click, create clipping mask. That's going to insert it into there, and then I'm going to Control T to transform it. I'll shrink this down. Maybe I'll rotate that. Okay, I'm liking how that looks. Shrink that down a little bit more. All right, so on and so forth. Let me get a blue image. I'll use, let's see, this one. Okay, Control A, Control C, back to my template. Make sure I have the blue layer selected. Actually, let me show if you didn't select the blue layer and I was still here. If I hit paste and I try and do my clipping mask, right click, create clipping mask, it's going to go into, oh, it went into the red. So I'm going to hit undo, Control Z, make sure I have it dragged above the blue so that way I can insert it into the blue. All right, I'm going to shrink this down. Okay, shrink that down, and then I'm going to right-click, create clipping mask. And there it is inside here. Okay, so you're going to go ahead, so on and so forth. I'll go ahead and down one more template to show you. So let me get a different template. I'll maybe get the circle template. I'll go ahead and download that. Okay, it's downloaded. Photoshop file open. Downloads. There's my circle template. Okay, and same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my red. Maybe I already have that image open. Oh, here I have my blue. I'll get a different blue. Okay, here's my red. Control A, Control C. I'm working on this template now. Control V to paste. Okay, I'm going to right click, create clipping mask. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to Control T. And when you're doing this circle, you might want to reposition. So if you want to rotate, you're just going to go to the corner of the image and you can rotate. Okay, and I like the transformation, so confirm. Or I can hit the checkbox here. All right, let me go ahead and get my orange, file open. All right, I've got some orange here. Control A, Control C to copy. All right, make sure I have my orange selected so when I Control V to paste, it goes directly above the orange. And again, you can always rearrange these in the layer stack. Right click, create clipping mask. I'm going to go ahead and shrink this down. And again, with the circle, you might want to rotate these images. So I'll rotate like so. I'm happy with that. So I'll go ahead and hit enter. I'm going to do maybe just one more. Let me get a blue image. Or here, I'll do for the purple. And Control A, Control C. All right, I have my purple layer selected. Control V to paste. Control T to transform. Rotating that around. It's okay if you clip it after you do your transformation. Right click, create clipping mask. And there it is inside there. So you're going to go ahead and continue on and finish up. I will say for the circle template, it's nice if you can also get a texture behind here. So let's say, let me go ahead and grab something. Maybe you have a black and white texture. If you don't happen to have a black and white texture, you can also make something a black and white texture. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this. Maybe I want this behind my color wheel. I can just use Control U. Okay, and that keyboard shortcut is Control U. And I can take my saturation down. and that will give me a gray image. Control A, Control C. I can go ahead and throw this. Control V in the background. Maybe I'll rotate that around. That way I have a little something. I think it's a little bit too dark. It's a little too busy looking. So maybe I'll lighten that up a little, just so I have a little something on the background there. Okay, that's how you're going to complete this color wheel project. Again, lots of different templates that you are welcome to click through. So definitely take a look on Schoology, figure out which template you're interested in using. Okay, and it would be a good idea to edit your images prior to bringing them in and save them as a flattened JPEG and to work with those files.